conference-wise, Ms. Martinez is still not making progress, as she appears to be stuck still on the path. She left her talk about it during counseling sessions and tried to redirect her to work on the issues at hand, which would be the drug-related reasons why she's in care, why the kids are in care, as well as the physical abuse to validate that allegation in the affidavit. She has not.
Yes. What you just heard was the social worker telling me what I had to admit to. She wants me to admit to what's on the affidavit. I've already seen a therapist at 4 times at 15 sessions each. I wrote the judge, and I did tell the judge, that you're wasting state-funded money. I'll see a judge. I mean, you could send me to a therapist 100 times. My story is not going to change. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. One of the hardest things I find is that going by what you just heard, the social worker telling me what I had to admit to, she's aware she put it on a 2062 form, sent to the MICOs. There was a false, 7 false drug tests on me. And I told her that there's no way, this is not right. I do believe that the investigator, when she removed my kids, she did it because she thought I was related to this girl. I think the mother of the little girl that I adopted. Her supervisor told me all because I went to higher management, she's taking me to court to make sure I lose my kids. The social worker, you just heard what she said, what she wanted me to do, to admit to what's on this affidavit. Her supervisor allowed her to do this. I told her supervisor, as well as I went to higher management, to try to get her off my case. And nobody listened to me. I'm going to show you what she wanted me to admit to. Okay. She wanted me to admit to this right here. But look. Rolled out. But, look at the dates. It's 2010. They put 2011. They wanted me to admit to 2011. She was never in my house that day. So why am I going to admit to something that they were never in my house? This day, March 18th, they were never in my house. Now, she wanted me to admit to the drug use. Right there. Negative. Negative. April and May. Now, why am I going to admit to something I didn't do? One of the things I find is hard to believe is that this is what my son's on. Rolfing, Resveratrol, I don't know what that name is, and Trizidol. 4 types on a false affidavit. I did take him to court myself right here, but the attorney that didn't show up, she gave the case to another attorney that knew nothing about my case. The kid's attorney was there, and he did witness what was going on. And you notice the date? She tried to change, the social worker tried changing my permanency hearing to the same day that I was going to go to court, on the 19th. You know, one of the hardest things that I find is that based on people losing their kids, people lose their kids in 4 years, 2 years. They wanted me to lose my kids in 1 month. Right there. Termination. I find that crazy. My children should not have to pay for a crime they didn't commit. Especially this little boy right here. It's you know, kind of shocking to know that this is happening. That this is actually happening in our nation. You know, they have to be stopped. I believe that if they could charge a parent for a crime they didn't commit, why are they not charging these workers for their actions? A lot of people knew about this, and it's time that this ends already. And these workers, these judges, and these attorneys start getting paid for their actions. As a matter of fact, I have the whole permanency hearing recorded. You can hear my attorney telling me, court-appointed attorney, telling me you cannot undo an affidavit. That's crazy. As you can tell, all my paperwork right there. You can tell I've been busy. I learned the laws in 24 months. This is actually my living room. And you can't see it that good, but I'm hoping it looks a little bit better. But as far as you can see, this is crazy. This is one of the rooms. I had to get rid of the dresser to this one. It cost me like close to $3,000 because I gave it to my family who had my kids. This is another room. So, now you saw and you heard with your own ears what was really going on. This is something that no mother should ever have to hear. They ruined my daughter's graduation that year. She graduated that year. The same month they removed my kids, the same month my daughter graduated. My kids were not able to be there. You cannot replace my daughter's graduation. Right there. My daughter cries still to this day because our family was ripped apart. Something that should have been a blessing to us, to be there as a family to watch her walk down that aisle. They ruined it for us. But you know what? I do believe in the system, and I believe that the only ones who's at fault are the only ones allowing this to happen, which will be the judge and his attorneys, because they got to understand drawing up, falsifying records is a crime. Some middle ground must be found to start protecting the innocence of these children and not being put up for adoption, because no child should ever go up for adoption the wrong way. And especially for what states, higher commission they make, or bonuses or whatever, they need to be stopped already, because they're ruining our children's future. We got to remember, these kids are our future. Without them, a majority of these children are going to either be dead or on medication by the time they hit 18. What kind of life is that? We got to actually believe. I believe deep down in my heart that God works in mysterious ways. And for whatever reason, God gave me enough evidence to prove my innocence as well as to prove what they're doing wrong. And I got recordings on them. Only He knows why. And I believe that the glory goes to Him, because I could not have done this out without God. I believe that God has been by my side this whole time. So I can only tell you guys, God bless you guys, and you heard what I had to do, so you tell me, should I make this something I didn't do? God bless you.